Hello friend, this is Laurie from Nora's Bujo. I hope you had a great week. Today's video is going to be about my mid-year migration from my first bullet journal to my second one. So here I have a new journal from Notebook Therapy. There's an elastic to hold it together. There's a gold foil on the spine and one on the cover page, a beautiful moon. This edition is called Midnight Garden and it has a paper clip in the shape of a sprout. And it also have 2 page marker. So here I'm starting my future log for the second part of the year. I made 8 boxes because we have 7 months left. But I also added January 2023 because sometimes I have events for January, but I have no space to write it. Here's gonna be the space. I'm outlining with my green Crayola Super Tips the boxes to make it pop and to add some color. And I'm writing a future log as the title. I'm also going with my Sakura gold gel pen to add some little leaves and sprouts. So for the yearly theme, I kept the Midnight Garden theme that the journal had in the beginning. When I thought about this spread, I really had something else in mind. It did not really turn out the way I wanted it to be, but I still find it nice. So in each boxes I'm writing the month. On the next page, I just realized I switched the future log and the 2022 page because in my previous bullet journal, it was a Lloydstrom 1917. And in this journal, the future log is at the very beginning of the book. So I was kind of used to that. I wanted it to be different in this journal, but I think I did not realize I had set this up like that. I just realized it, but yeah, doesn't really matter. So I wrote 2022 with my Tombow Fudenosuke and outlined the moon and the leaves in green and added some sprouts and leaves in gold into the moon. I used some washi tape to kind of gather the page together to fill the blanks. Again, I'm not really good with washi tape. I mean, I want to use it. Every time I do, I find it awkward. Not awkward, but it's, I don't know. I guess I'm not used to it. I find it really beautiful on others' video, but in mine, I find it weird. like it doesn't fit in the page. Okay, so here I'm writing the quote. I made a little mistake. I forgot to add a space between N and the T on the first word, but yeah, I'll correct it after. So it says, don't fear failure, fear being in the exact same place next year as today. I mixed some spreads together. So in my previous journal, I had just a page with all the mini calendars of the year, but I thought it was helpful, but kind of useless at the same time. Like I was referring to it, but I was not using the page as itself. So I mixed it with anniversaries and gift ideas. You'll notice along the video that some of the spreads are in English and some of the spreads are in French. I'm sorry, I did not realize it at all. Sometimes my brain switches between the two languages and I don't notice. So here it's a bit long, but I'm writing all the mini calendars of the year. I made a year around, so I started in June and I went until May 2023. I made this because I wanted to see every birthdays of my friends and families. And of course, I guess I could have started in January. But well, I made it like that. So here I'm creating a space for anniversaries and gift ideas. Next page is password page. I'm not writing every password that I have. They're only the one that I keep forgetting about. Like, you know, the little accounts that we create sometimes on websites or like we don't really use so often. Well, this is where I'm gonna write the password. But don't worry, there's no like big password recorded in that. Like, you won't find my Facebook or my bank account password in this. So I added a moon with some sort of gold leaves and sprouts again. Here I'm making a box for phone numbers, and again, it's not gonna be the phone numbers of my friends. It's more like bank phone number. Next page, it's gonna be checkout and brain dump page. In my previous journal, I had only one brain dump page. I used it more as a checkout page, but I still wanted a brain dump page, so I decided to make two different pages that's gonna create me more space to write more stuff and define what's a checkout, like, oh, I had to check this out, like on YouTube, or check this book out or something like that, and what's a brain dump, like just something that's crossing my mind. So I made two moon in the middle. I decided to outline it with my fine liner, and I wanted to like draw some leaves and sprouts in the moon, but my Crayola marker was too wide to do that. It was not looking good. So at the end I decided to just fill the whole moon in with the marker, and I think I prefer it that way. It's one of my favorite pages of the journal so far. Next is gonna be my order tracker. So every time I order something online, instead of like writing it in my weekly pages and forgetting about it or something, I write it there, so that way I can see all the orders I have and that I did not receive yet. It's very, very useful, especially when you order a lot on different platforms. Like sometimes I had orders from Amazon and some others from Archer and Olive, so the tracking was at different in different applications, and I kept forgetting about orders sometimes. So that way I can write what I bought, where I can track it, and from which store I bought it, how much did it cost me in. The little check mark is when I receive it, I can check, okay, that's received. And if it's not checked, I know I did not receive it yet. So in my previous journal, there was only one page of it, and I filled it like in a month or two. So I really needed more space for that. Okay, we keep going here because it's gonna be my health tracker. So I made a box for stomach burns, a box for headaches, and a box for my period. So in each box I'm gonna add a color, and every time I have a day that I have headaches, I'm gonna put a dot in that box. That way I'll be able to see which time of the month I have more headaches, which time of the month I get my periods, and which time of the month I get stomach burns, or how often I get stomach burns. Here I'm creating 3 boxes, one for each member of my family, and this is for me to write like medical records, like medication we take, how often we take it, vaccines we had, especially for the baby. That's the purpose of this page. Okay, moving on, we have the when did I last spread. So this is meant for me to keep track of when's the last time I cleaned my washing machine. Well, I don't remember the date, but I guess it's been a while. Should I clean it? Well, when I'm asking myself this question, I can just go refer to this page, because the last time I cleaned my washing machine, I went and I wrote it down under tasks. I wrote cleaned washing machine, and I've put the date under the month. So here again, J for June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. And I added some details again. On the right page, it's a new spread for me. I'm gonna try this. I have a hard time finding new ideas for the dinners at home, and my boyfriend, he's a bit difficult with vegetables and some other meals. He doesn't like a lot of stuff except pastas. So when I'm gonna make a hit with a dinner, when he's gonna like it, I'm gonna write it down here so I can make it again and stuff. So when I'm out of ideas, I can refer to this page. And this one is new too. It's gardening planning. Well, in July I'm gonna move on into a new apartment, and I'm gonna have the chance to make a garden in the backyard. So I thought this spread would be helpful to keep track of what I sow and what I harvest, stuff like that. So I think that's it for the yearly pages. I hope it gave you guys some ideas for maybe your pages. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if it's not already done. You can leave a thumbs up, that's always appreciated, and I'll see you guys in my June plan with me video next week. Alright, so have a good one.